everybody and welcome back to the channel. Is TheSketchMonkey here. Now, if you're wondering where all the paintings went behind me, I want to address that first. The reason because they're not there is because we're moving this weekend. We're moving back to South Florida, and honestly, I cannot wait. Anyway, this video is about the Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. And would you just look at that massive gap between the bumper and the hood. It's such a typical melted cheese design this, that even the bumper seems to have melted a little bit and doesn't really want to connect properly with the rest of the car. It had 380 horsepower from a 5.4 liter V8. Now, I heard somewhere that utes are no longer being produced in Australia, which is sad because this, to me, is a market that should exist. This, to me, which is high-powered two-seats pickup trucks, is more useful of a segment than, let's say, these ridiculous coupe SUVs that are just taking over the SUV market right now. This is a car or a segment that I personally would love to have a car in, because you get the performance of a, let's say, 5-liter Mustang GT, but you can throw a surfboard or your bikes in the back. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take the brand new 2021 Ford F-150 and we're going to transform it into a beast of a performance machine. We're going to, of course, lower it, restyle the whole thing, shorten the wheelbase, and make it into a 2021 Ford F-150 Lightning. I can't wait to get started with this F-150 Lightning conversion, and I'm going to use this image right here, but I want to talk about what makes a Lightning a Lightning. What makes a regular F-150 turn into the monster that is the performance truck of the F-150 Lightning. To me, it's, of course, we need to remove this rear section of the truck, the entire rear. The crew cab is no longer going to exist. I want to have two doors only, and that means that the whole wheelbase here is going to change. It's going to be, the rear axle is going to be somewhere around here instead of here, so we need to move that forward and remove this, as we said. And these small wheelbase or short wheelbase F-150s, they do exist up until 2019. However, there hasn't been an official Lightning package from Ford, so that's what I want this to be. In the front, we need to do something about this simplistic front here and make it a lot sportier than it is right here. And what does that mean? Well, it definitely means that we need to put the Raptor grille on there, because the letters Ford massively in the front, it just looks right on a truck. It looks like it's in your face, but that it's supposed to be in your face. It's not too much in your face, but it's just right. So I'm gonna take the Raptor grille, put it on here, also make some intakes in the bottom of the car down there to, of course, increase cooling to this massive V8 that we're gonna have here. Another thing that makes an SVT Lightning a Lightning is the ride height. So it's not supposed to be an off-road truck. We don't want to have any sort of lift right here to the truck. So this distance right here, the ride height definitely needs to come down. I'm gonna copy the whole body and bring it down maybe 3 or 4 inches. And of course, these wheels do not work on a Lightning either, so we're gonna have to remove those, put some sporty, awesome looking wheels and tires on there, probably with some red Brembo brakes or something like that. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. With that said, with this short brief here of what's going on, let's jump in and continue in Photoshop, and let's start with the redesign and see how this 2021 Ford F-150 Lightning is going to turn out. So here's the thing with trucks and my personal experience with trucks. I don't really have any experience with trucks. For example, in Sweden, we don't really have trucks being a big part of the cars that you see out on the streets. We have a lot of wagons and station wagons. We have the Volvo V70, Saab 9.5 doesn't exist anymore, but we have a bunch of different wagons. We love wagons in Sweden, but here it's all about trucks, and I'm starting to really understand the appeal with trucks. And now that we move back to South Florida, I'm gonna have to look for a new car, and I'm starting to think, I've always been into sports cars for obvious reasons. They're fun to drive, they look good, but then recently I've been really starting to think about trucks here. And the reason for that is the simple usability of trucks. You can have a sports car, you can have, let's say, let's do Ford here. You can have either a Mustang, a two-seater Mustang, you can fit 2 people comfortably in there. Not really usable rear seats. It works for kids or if you're going on short trips, and you can't really fit a lot of luggage on there. But for me, I want to, for example, go surfing. I like being outdoors. I like to have bikes with me, but I hate putting on the bike rack on the car, and it looks awful too. It just ruins completely ruins the design of the car when you have bike racks on the back. It doesn't matter what car you're driving, it's going to ruin the look of the car. That's what I'm thinking about trucks here. It's such a usable design, and you also get performance and comfort with a truck. So might come as a surprise what the purchase is going to be. I'm not 100% sure on anything right now. I'm pretty open to what to get. But I guess if you're subscribed to the channel, you're going to find out what I eventually end up getting. And we're moving this weekend, and I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna get a new car, but it's going to happen pretty soon, I guess, because I want to hit the beaches and I want to go surfing as soon as possible over there. Now let's talk about the redesign here. This was definitely one of the most fun redesign and most satisfying redesigns I've ever made. And it just turned, you know, when I started this redesign, I was kind of worried how it would turn out, because I wasn't really sure about the short wheelbase of the F-150 and how short it's supposed to be, and you know what proportions is going to make this look alright, because the short wheelbase of the F-150 looks as if the weight ratio is like 80-20. 80 weight in the front, where you have the massive front end with the engine, of course, and then you just have an empty back over the rear axle. So you gotta definitely have some sort of leveling kit to make this look right, so it doesn't have that chiseled front end. I don't really like that about trucks, but if you have it in the same right height, it looks so cool, and I'm so happy with how this turned out, and especially in black. The original photo that we worked with, I think it's some sort of gray or something like that, but I wanted to keep it almost black, just have the colors of the environment on this picture be reflected in the body of the car. But mainly it's supposed to be black, and then with some red accents, which you can see in the wheels there as we finish this up. And also, of course, we need to have the Raptor grille in the front. That makes such a difference. It doesn't matter what year F-150 you have. I think actually it's only available from 2010 to 2017. I might be wrong there. Probably wrong, but I don't think it's available for the 2018 to 2020. Could probably be some aftermarket company that does it, but that's one of the reasons why if I were to get an F-150, I think I would go either a 2015 or all the way to 2017, because that is the chiseled look that I love about the F-150s. And you can also get the grille, of course, the Raptor grille, and the awesome looking LED headlights inside there to frame it all together. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed making this. I'm TheSketchMonkey. Thank you so much for checking out this video. And if you enjoyed it, which I think you did since you're still here, and this is the end of the video, you might as well give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Browse around all the redesigns we've done so far, over 200 or maybe closer to 300 now. I have no idea. You have to go back and check the channel. Anyway, I'm the SketchMonkey. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.